because folks like these three guys on the stage make it seem like his conduct is acceptable. Let me make it clear. His conduct is unacceptable. He's unfit.
Why will it be different this time? Those arguments need to be made, and I'm not afraid to make them for two reasons. One, I'm not afraid of him. Blame him. He did it. He took documents he wasn't supposed to take. He kept them when they asked him back for them.
That's your money he stole and gave it to his family. You know what that makes us? A banana republic.
You won't believe how fast Trump grabbed his phone when Chris Christie dropped this bomb on national TV. The man who once led Trump's transition team just exposed what really happened behind closed doors at the White House after the 2020 election. Christie called Trump a liar and a coward right to America's face, and boy did Trump lose it. We're talking full-on Twitter meltdown, personal insults about Christie's weight, and some seriously desperate deflection tactics.
Liar and a coward. He's not getting indicted for anyone other than because of his own conduct.
In defending your record, you're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
On a grand jury subpoena, he refused to comply. They raided his home finally because he refused to comply. Loser, loser, loser.
Remember when these guys were buddies? Yeah, that friendship is definitely over. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Remember when Christie was practically Trump's shadow, the guy who nodded along to everything Trump said like one of those dashboard bobbleheads?
James, even when it's a president we don't agree with, if it's something really important, we want to believe them. Classified national secrets after being asked politely, quietly, and professionally for 18 months to voluntarily turn them back over.
Well, that friendship is deader than Trump's Twitter account. Back in 2016, when most Republicans were running away from Trump faster than a cat from a vacuum cleaner, Christie stepped up as his early champion. While the Republican establishment was having collective heart palpitations, Christie was like, "This orange guy? He's my buddy." Not only did he endorse Trump when it wasn't exactly the cool thing to do, he even helped Trump prep for debates, coaching him on how to string coherent sentences together for the cameras.
Why will it be different this time? Those arguments need to be made, and I'm not afraid to make them for two reasons. One, I'm not afraid of him.
And Donald Trump should be here to answer for that, but he's not. And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself.
Their bromance was the political equivalent of a high school movie friendship. Christie was the loyal sidekick who'd taken detention for the popular kid. During Trump's presidency, Christie stood by his man through scandal after scandal. Even when Christie caught COVID at the White House, he kept his complaints to himself. Talk about dedication. He was basically the ride or die friend of the political world.
You think it's because he's some kind of investing genius? Or do you think it's because he was sitting next to the President of the United States for 4 years doing favors for the Saudis? Jared Kushner and Ivanka Kushner walk out of the White House and months later get $2 billion from the Saudis?
But something started to change after the 2020 election. Christie's transformation wasn't like those dramatic movie makeovers where someone takes off their glasses and suddenly they're gorgeous. It was more like slowly watching milk turn sour in the fridge. First, he quietly backed away, then came some mild criticism, and before you knew it, he was in full attack mode. January 6th was apparently Christie's "wait, are we the baddies?" moment. Watching Trump push his supporters to storm the Capitol rather than admit he lost an election was finally a bridge too far. Christie realized his buddy was willing to burn down American democracy just to avoid saying, "I lost." That's like blowing up your house because you can't find the TV remote. Soon Christie was on TV saying Trump was unfit for office and questioning if he was out of his damn mind. Coming from the same guy who once fetched Trump's Diet Cokes, this was like your mom suddenly cursing like a sailor at Thanksgiving dinner. Then came the real shocking moment when Christie called Trump a liar and a coward who undercut democracy on national television. Shots fired. Christie transformed from Trump's human shield to his worst nightmare because he believes some lines shouldn't be crossed, even for friendship.
That's your money he stole and gave it to his family. You know what that makes us? A banana republic.
And what makes Christie's attack so powerful is that he's not just some random critic. He was in the room, behind the curtain, witnessing all the chaos firsthand. He knows where all Trump's political bodies are buried because he helped dig some of the graves. When Christie started exposing Trump's dirty laundry, the former president's reaction wasn't just predictable, it was incredibly revealing. Trump didn't just fire off a couple of angry tweets. No, he had a full-on presidential tantrum that perfectly demonstrated why Christie's words cut so deep. They came from someone who could back up every claim with first-hand knowledge. The moment Christie went on TV and started spilling the beans about Trump's post-election behavior, the orange rage machine switched to overdrive. Trump immediately grabbed his phone and started furiously typing, his tiny thumbs practically smoking from the speed. But notice what was missing from Trump's response: any actual defense against Christie's claims. Instead, Trump went straight for what he knows best: childish insults about Christie's weight and cries about loyalty.
Because folks like these three guys on the stage make it seem like his conduct is acceptable. Let me make it clear. His conduct is unacceptable. He's unfair.
He's a baby. Whenever you want to criticize him, in any way, that's the way he responds.
It's Trump's classic move when backed into a corner: ignore the substance, attack the person, and make it all about loyalty instead of whether something is actually true. When you've got nothing real to say, just call someone fat and hope nobody notices you didn't answer the question. The MAGA faithful quickly fell in line behind their leader. Christie got booed at Republican events and branded a traitor faster than you can say, "Stop the steal." It perfectly shows what the Republican Party has become. Not a political organization with principles, but a personality cult where questioning the supreme leader means immediate banishment to the political wilderness.
Grift from this family is breathtaking. It's breathtaking.
But Christie didn't do what most Republicans do when Trump attacks: curl up into a ball and beg for forgiveness. Nope, he doubled down by hitting Trump's most sensitive spots. He questioned Trump's weird relationship with Putin and called out Jared Kushner's suspicious financial dealings with Saudi Arabia. It's like Christie made a list of topics guaranteed to make Trump's face turn from orange to red and went through them one by one. What makes Trump especially terrified is that Christie isn't just some random critic. He was there during the madness. He knows about Trump's handling of classified documents, what really happened on January 6th, and probably has direct knowledge of Trump's most unhinged moments that never made it to the public. So what's the endgame in this Christie-Trump soap opera? It's more than just two big guys with bigger egos duking it out on TV. The Republican Party is basically having a civil war between the Trump can do no wrong crowd and the maybe we should return to reality faction. Christie's fighting an uphill battle though. As our sources put it, he's persona non grata at Trump rallies, more likely to be booed than booked. Ouch. The MAGA diehards aren't exactly rolling out the welcome mat. Whether Christie's crusade is genuine concern for democracy or just a campaign strategy, one thing's certain: this reality show's just getting started.